And we are exploring Feng Shui on our show today, and we heard about how it's applied to a home, but it is also something many people consider crucial in picking a perfect gravesite location. With us to talk about finding this eternal balance is Dr. Edgar Sung, a man of many achievements in music and philosophy, a proclaimed master Chinese astrologer and practitioner of Feng Shui for 30 years. And also with us is Cindy Chan, who also lists many achievements in different fields, including real estate and social welfare, and she is an administrator and instructor of the BTB Feng Shui School. And both of our guests are disciples of the late master Thomas Yun Lin, a renowned Chinese philosopher. Welcome to our show.
Thank you.
Edgar, give us an idea here in terms of Feng Shui. We heard a little bit about it before, but how about as it applies to a gravesite location, sort of historically on why that's so important?
Is when you choosing a mountain, and the mountain there's something in the behind taller, and also front is the water, so and look like armchairs. Those kind of positions are good.
Are there different kinds of locations that people want to pick? Because I would imagine it wouldn't be easy if everybody tried to pick the same type of spot.
Well, usually this is a bigger cemetery. They build everything just like a top on a hill. But for individual, you stand there, you sit there, you eat there, you feel that look like you like it, and those area is good.
Oh,
yeah.
Sort of what you like is the living.
Yeah.
When you're living.
Well, that's called afterlife.
Yeah,
okay.
Afterlife, yeah.
People try to bring the current life into the afterlife. So it's very important for the family to choose a good burial site for the family members, so they were able to bring whatever they feel comfortable in the current life into the afterlife.
Yeah. Now, we went with you as you looked at a location. Tell us a little bit about what we see here and how it fits into what we're talking about.
Okay, this is the site that we went to see in Skyline, and we're on the top of the mountain, and in front of them there's water. Remember Edgar was commenting, it's like the armchair. You feel like you want to have a support in the back and having water in the front. Okay, that is the classic Feng Shui, having in the mountain and the water.
Yeah. That would seem to be almost like the perfect spot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Very perfect spot, and that day was a gorgeous day. And you know, when you look at plots or location, you also take into the natural environment to see what is happening on that day.
Edgar, do they make when you have like a spot that has some of those characteristics but not all of them, can you add artificially some things to make it perfect, or does it have to be natural?
First, you're choosing the natural first. Then you can add something man-made. Yeah.
How about at the school that you're at? What do you teach there? What is it that you want to get across to people?
I think we want to share with people about Chinese philosophy, because Feng Shui is part of Chinese philosophy. And without philosophy, it's hard to be an expert in Feng Shui.
Yeah. Do you have a lot of young people coming to find out?
Our youngest is 17, our oldest is 72.
Wow.
And we started teaching 10-week classes in the USF. Then we move on to teaching master training program. Right now we have a practitioner training program for our students. And most of them are non-Asian.
Oh, and what happens at the end when they have finished at the school? What are they qualified to do, or what is it that they, what's the result at the end?
Well, at the end, okay, first of all, we designed a program in such a way that they will be very confident in doing Feng Shui, because we have health, we have business, we have many different parts of our life designed into the program. And most important of all, we have field trips in our program, because unless you went into the site, all you hear about is theory. Theory is one thing, but going to the site, like going to a laboratory, is another. So we find that with Professor Lin, he taught us, go into field trips, okay? Bring your students to field trips. And also mentoring, which is apprenticeship. So our students will, will go to field trip with us, go to our homes, gravesite with us to learn. And Feng Shui is art. Art needs to be apprenticeship.
Yes, very good. Well, thank you very much for sharing that. It's very fascinating to think about it for your eternal home.
Yes, thank you.
Anyway, well, you wouldn't think that talking about grave sites could be so compelling, but it just gets more interesting as we talk about Qingming and its festival to help worship ancestors. That's coming up next.